is that 16-year-old Justin Johnson had a family and he was loved. I spoke with his father today, who tells me he is still in shock and that a number of people were trying to help get his son off D.C. city streets.
I heard a rap, one of his raps for the first time the other day. Because didn't even want to listen to it because I wanted him to go to school. So he said, I got 1 foot in and 1 foot out in one of those raps, and I don't know what to do. Because they were saying, Justin, come with us. His managers and them, come with us. You got to put that behind you. But he said, no, I'm better off right here.
Michael Johnson is the father of 16-year-old Justin Johnson, a teen many knew in the neighborhood and on social media as an up-and-coming rapper named 23rackz. The teen's manager tells Fox 5 the young rapper signed with a label named MGE in 2020. Johnson's father tells Fox 5 he didn't know that much about his son's rap career. Michael Johnson says his son grew up differently and as a child was an A student at J.O. Wilson Elementary and Stewart in Northeast D.C. His father says the son even received tuition offers to attend private school. However, as the older Johnson says his son got a little older, he started acting out and running away to be with friends in Southeast. In the family's battle, Michael Johnson tells Fox 5 he even asked court officials to hold his son on a previous gun arrest, trying to get the 16-year-old help, and sought counseling, but it took too long to get a diagnosis. These are the teen's sisters.
It's hard to see.
In addition to showing the 3 individuals on the Ring camera also recorded the audio of the group passing the camera in the audio. As the 3 approach the camera, a siren is heard in the background. The individual and the middle individual began running because of the sound of the sirens. Then the 3rd individual is then heard saying, "Walk! Oh my God, if I get locked up because of you, bruh, stop running. Fuck you throwing me off. This is why I don't do shit with you, bruh." In addition to another video, the 3 men are then seen running between houses and into the alley that runs east and west between Stanton Terrace and Bruce Place Terrace. The individuals are then out of camera view. Derico Johnson was then developed as a person of interest. On May 28, 2022, Detective Braxton received information and he had been contacted by a source of information that may have information about 23rackz's homicide. On May 29th, a scout contacted Detective Braxton after speaking with the source of information. They told Braxton that a non-testifying, reliable source of information who was non-eyewitness of the homicide provided him with information about the homicide. The source of information stated that Derico Damon Johnson, with an Instagram account of B_Lackword8, has a son with the nickname of Rico, whom the source of information stated is one of the suspects in the homicide. According to the source of information, people have been approaching Derico about his son Rico shooting 23rackz. Your affidavit is aware that the decedent 23rackz is a well-known local rapper with the stage name 23rackz. According to the source of information, Rico's father has stated that he does not want to be a part of this situation. Additionally, the source of information did not know Rico's true name. On June 1st, 2022, Detective Spite of the Homicide Branch informed your affidavit that he had been contacted by a source of information. The source of information informed Detective Spite that an individual with the name of Derico Johnson was responsible for the murder of 23rackz. Johnson said that he went to the courtyard and he met his aunt there, which was shown in the earlier part of the video when they were all in the courtyard. Then he said that Johnson, left the group and left the courtyard after he saw his aunt. Johnson was then shown a CCTV still frame of the group of subjects walking down 22nd Street after leaving the courtyard. When asked, Johnson said that he could not tell where he was in the image. Johnson then stated that the group walked down to the end of 22nd Street Northwest. Then there was a parking lot. This parking lot is adjacent to a yellow rectangle depicted in figure 8 that is the trail allowing access to the areas where the shootings were stood during the 23rackz murder. Johnson then said that he got to the parking lot and he got into a vehicle with a female. He described the vehicle as a white Toyota Camry. Johnson said that 2 males did not get into the car with him. Detectives asked Johnson if he had his cell phone with him. Johnson stated that he did. Johnson then stated that he had not loaned his phone out to anyone else during that time. Johnson also stated that he heard gunshots as he was getting into the car in the parking lot. He could not recall how many shots he heard. Johnson then said that the female driver took him to his sister's house, which he indicated was in the area of Alabama Ave and Stanton Terrace. Though he did not provide an exact location, Johnson said that he stayed at his sister's house for a few minutes before leaving and walking home. Detectives pointed out to Johnson indicated that he was walking with the 2 other males down 22nd Street. Then, according to him, he got into a car and drove away from the area, leaving the other 2 males. After a few minutes of being at his sister's house, he then walked home. At some point, he meets back up with the 2 males, and then Johnson stated that the 2 males happened to be walking by when Johnson left his sister's house. Detectives then asked Johnson if he had a gun with him when he was in the area of 23rackz' murder. Johnson said at first no. Then he said, "Yeah, man, I'm sorry." Johnson stated that he carried a gun to protect himself. Johnson was asked what kind of gun he had. Johnson then said he forgot what kind of gun he had. Johnson said he couldn't remember the caliber of the gun, but it was probably a .45.